Did you, on this, like, there are all these women on this movie, and it's an R-rated, a hard R-rated movie, as I've been told.
I think it's educational.
Repeatedly. Like, was Will Smith allowed to come to the set, or was it kind of almost like a bachelorette party?
Let me tell you something. Will came to the set. Okay, Will came to the set. That was after I had took them on the swamp tour. But, yeah.
Oh, what?
Okay, so what had happened was, Jada had invited me to dinner with her and Will Smith, and I thought, oh, this is it. I'm about to make it. And,
That is pretty big.
And I wore my best dress from China, and a button popped off at dinner. And they asked me, Jada said, what are you doing tomorrow? We off work, what are you doing tomorrow? I said, well, I got me a Groupon to go on this swamp tour, so that's what I'm doing. She said, who you going with? You going all by yourself? I said, yeah, I'm going all by myself, girl. I ain't got no friends out here in New Orleans. She said, well, maybe Will and I go with you. And I'm like, yeah, right. So the next day comes about, and I smoke a whole bunch of weed because... Because the doctor told me to. The doctor told me to. And also because I thought it would be super cool to be on the swamp and be high, and like the alligators would be talking to me, and the birds would be singing, and the raccoons would wave. Like, it'd be like I'm in a Disney movie, you know?
Yeah, like John Favreau, yeah.
It'd be amazing. And so I'm high as a kite, right? I'm sitting in my hotel room, and then I get a phone call, and it's Jada. And I didn't think she was really going to call me, and then she called me. She goes, Tiffany, you still going on that swamp tour? I said, yeah, I'm going to leave in about an hour. And she said, okay, cool. Will and I are going with you. I was like, what? She's like, yeah. I said, okay, cool. Since y'all got dinner last night, I'm going to get y'all Groupons. Don't worry, everything on me.
That seems fair.
Yeah, that's fair. So then she says, okay, meet us at our hotel. So I get in, so I eat a lot of bread, and I do some jumping jacks to try to sober up. And then I jump in my $20 a day rental, okay, and I drive over to their hotel, and I'm starting to hand the keys to the valet, because I'm thinking I'm jumping in the SUV with them and all their security. I'm going to feel all presidential, you know, like black money. Right. And so all of a sudden, Will comes running out of the hotel, jumps in the back seat of my little $20 a day rental, and he's like, whoa, it's been years since I've been in a regular car. And then Jada gets in and she goes, oh, it doesn't have tinted windows. I don't know if I feel safe. And I'm like, really, Jada? You from Baltimore, bitch? So then, look, so the next day, look, so Will tells me, go, 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 right? So I start driving, but in my mind, I'm driving like this. I'm leaning back, driving like this, in my mind. But Jada the next day said I was on the steering wheel like this. And I said, of course I was, Jada, because all I could think to myself is, Tiffany, you need to be as careful as possible. You don't want to be the bitch on TMZ that killed the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Definitely not.
That's $280 million in the backseat of a $20 a day rental. You got to do that.
Wow.
So we pull up to the swamp tour, right?
I almost forgot about the swamp tour. That's right, there's a swamp tour.
Yeah, so we pull up, and it's a lot of white people, a lot.
Oh, they're the worst.
A lot. No, they the best.
Oh.
You know I'm white, right? I'm white on paper. That's a whole other story. Anyway.
So you pull up, and there's the white people in the swamp.
There's a lot of white people on the swamp, and it's a Cajun swamp tour, and Jada's looking, and she goes, Tiffany, what is going on here? Why is there so many people? And I said, Jada, they probably all got Groupons. And she said, Tiffany, what the is a Groupon?
Oh, wow. She didn't know, yeah.
And I said, Jada, what do you think a Groupon is? She said, I thought it meant you had a boat that you could take a group of people on. And I was like, Jada, I got a $20 a day rental car. Why would I have my own boat? Got a discount ticket to get on the swamp. We about to have $66 worth of fun, girl.
So did she go?
So she was complaining at first, like, I don't want to get on there. I don't want to do this. This is going to be crazy. They're going to be acting crazy. I said, Jada, you with me. I'm from South Central Los Angeles. Ain't nobody finna mess with us. We about to get on this swamp. We about to have a good time. we gonna see the alligators today. And she was like, okay. And Will was like, yeah, why would you invite me on the swamp tour if I can't go on the swamp tour? Like, so we go on the tour. We go, right? We go to the boat, and the boat is full of people. And as we walk on, I walk on first, and everybody start clapping and cheering. And I'm like, thank you, thank you. Yes, I brought them. And they're like, no, not you, not you. Will, Jada. And they were all like cheering and stuff. And then Will sits down, and this really drunk guy comes on. He goes, hey, Will, what part of Philadelphia are you from? And he goes, West Philadelphia. He goes, born and raised, right? Playgrounds. Like that.
Uh-oh.
And Will's like, yeah. And he's like, can I get a picture? And then the girl jumps up and says, can she get a picture? And somebody else said, can they get a picture? And then Will stands up and goes, look, everybody, this isn't the Will Smith tour. This is the Cajun Swamp tour. So let's just have a good time, see what we can see, learn what we can learn. And at the end of the tour, maybe we all take some pictures with you guys if we're in the mood. Is that all right with you guys? And everybody's like, yeah. Woo! I was like, this is messed up. He didn't even say nothing funny. They just cheering for him because he got money. We here on a Groupon.
So then they did, as Will told them.
So they did as he told them. They didn't bother us. We went on the tour. We enjoyed it. We learned all this stuff. Will leans over to me. He crosses his leg like this, right? Because this is how rich men sit so their balls can hang. This is how rich men sit. And he was like, hey, Tiffany, I'm going to have to get me one of these. I was like, what, one of these ferry boats? He's like, nah. A swamp. I was like, you gonna buy a whole ecosystem?
That is an unbelievably great story.
Yeah.
What a day. Did they liked it, I guess?
Yeah, they loved it. They said it had been so long since they've been with regular people.
Oh, wow, what a nice
And they were so happy that I brought them around regular people.
What a gift you gave them.
Yeah, you know? And then they took me to a fancy dinner at the Ritz-Carlton and told me to drive home in my $20 Lexus.
Well, I can't wait to see you in the movie. It's called Girls Trip. It opens on Friday. Tiffany Haddish, everybody. Thank you.